We were put under investigation. We had to hire legal counsel. We were basically shut down. They stopped our production, and we had to call the shoot.
We're so eager to jump right in. Well, now would be a great time.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nika, Neeks if you're on this little slice of my internet, and today we're going to talk about something that I have been wanting to talk about for like 4 years now, the Order movie. Before we jump into anything, it's very important that we talk about some shopkeeping, okay? These are real people that we're talking about who are human beings, and yes, I am a Power Ranger fanatic just like you who are probably watching this, because I doubt any of my book peeps are going to be interested in this. So as I move through this, please keep in mind that this isn't a Power Ranger bashing video. This is not going to be me bashing or belittling or name calling these people, because they are people. And what they went through could not have been easy. But we're going to get into that. So let's start at the beginning. What is The Order? What was the movie? Pre-2016, Karan Ashley, who played Aisha in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and David Fielding, who played Zordon, got together and wrote what would eventually become The Order movie. The Order is an action-packed movie that follows a covert group of vigilantes. This group is oftentimes the shadow of groups like the FBI and CIA. The men and women of the Order are trained living weapons. They have dedicated their lives to eliminating violent threats and imminent disasters. Their one focus is to fight to keep humanity safe from complete societal breakdown and maintain world order. We could have used some of that in recent years. The Order has faced down the worst enemies, but are crippled by the discovery that the world assault they now face is being led by some of their very own. Throw everything you thought you knew out the window, you won't know the good guys from the bad. This movie had Rangers and Ranger adjacents from MMPR to Dino Charge. That's nearly 25 years of Ranger lore on the screen. Do you understand how amazing that was? Okay. So when you have action, drama, that grit that older fans were asking for years, and a cast filled with literal faves, what happened? So just to reiterate, these are Power Rangers, yes, but they're also real people who are professional actors, professional stunt people, and humans that are beholden to things like money and laws.
And we, 1 week away, got a phone call that basically gutted us. I don't know any other way. There's no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way to make it sound okay, but it basically ripped the rug out from under us. We had someone had called the union. I don't know what their intentions were, if it were to stop the shoot or if it were just to make a call. I don't know.
To summarize things from the recording that is still on their channel, by the way, you can watch this whole thing by yourself. Here are some key points to take away. Someone called the union. Someone literally tattled on them, which is odd because all 4 of them in that recording state that they were in line with union laws and union procedures, meaning that they all had their dues paid up, everyone was in good standing, they had their permits, everything paperwork wise was done, which means that whoever called the union had some pull, had a vendetta, both, or I don't know. Because by the time that person called and was done talking to the union, the Order team, so Karan Ashley, David Fielding, and everybody who was on management, had to hire legal counsel, pay more dues, and basically shut down production. My current suspects? And while that was a jokey joke, keep in mind that it could have actually been Saban. Even though we're back in Saban era by the time this started. Conspiracy theory. Maybe it was Disney. The next question everyone always has for this whole thing is, where did the money go?
Karen and her team had covered every single aspect of that to make sure that all of the money was spent the way that it was supposed to be spent, on the permits that were supposed to be spent, on the location, on everything. So some of these fees, again, which were completely outlandish, were just like, hey, let's hit them with this. Oh, you know what? That didn't work. Let's hit them with this. And they try to get meetings as well to try to discuss this with the union, and that was just a whole nother can of worms as well. So I just wanted you guys to know that.
Let's be real about this, okay? Highly unlikely that there was anything left to steal after that phone call hit the union, and the union made a few phone calls themselves back. So after shooting stuff for the trailer, permits, scouting locations ahead of time and scheduling for those, costumes, props, equipment, housing for cast and crew, food for cast and crew, union dues, lawyers, union dues again, merch design, crafting, and shipping. You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this? Where we're going? There was nothing left. There was nothing left. While they did almost raise $150,000, that gets ate up real quick when you're working on something like this. And the trailer, to me, looked very high quality for something that was independently produced. I'm sure that they were trying to pay everybody who wasn't actually like cash productions. When you have a talent like Johnny Young Bosch walking on a set with all of his years of experience, yes, they are friends, but Johnny's a professional, baby. You gotta pay that man. So I highly doubt that by the end of this, Karan Ashley was sitting there going, finally, after 25 years, the money is mine. Like, I highly doubt that's what happened. I do think that they are genuinely sorry and genuinely worried. Because here's the thing, why would you run up and ruin the Power Ranger bag? But if I was a Power Ranger and in my head, I'm delusional enough to still think that I have a chance, Hasbro call me, that is consistent appearances. That is chances for coming back all the time. That is money, honey. You would never jeopardize the Power Ranger bag. Just like you would never jeopardize the Disney bag, baby. Anyway, that's just how I view it. I highly doubt that any of these people purposefully let this happen. I think someone sabotaged the entire production, and considering that they were under NDAs and a bunch of contracts at the time, NDAs run out usually after 7 years. That 7-year mark is coming up, and I'm excited. Spill the tea. Let's pull it back and discuss what happens now.
Again, this novel does not replace the Order movie, so slow your roll.
After it became clear that the movie wasn't going to happen, they began pulling their resources and putting whatever was left into something called The Order Icarus Rising. It is a prequel comic that you cannot get anymore. I tried. And basically, like I said, it was a prequel. They were using it to make sure that they could at least give us something. So congrats to everybody who has it. Go ahead and drop your address. I'm not going to rob you or anything. Since then though, despite most of the marketing material for the Icarus Rising saying that they will be resuming production in 2019, nothing has happened. Now I wonder why that could be. What happened in 2019 that could have halted production? Nope, not getting anything. I can't remember anything that could have happened. In all seriousness, I would love to see them do something with this. I think the concept is really interesting. I think it would have been something that the older fans like myself would have really liked. And I do believe that in general, this is something that would have been really great for all of them. Even if it was just a reel grab, like something that people could use to as their action adventure section in their reels, I would have liked to see it. I want to see it.
We're never giving up. We started this film for the fans. We're going to do this film for the fans.
In conclusion, the only nefarious party that was involved in this at all is whoever called the union on production. That is what we need to take away from this. Someone had a vendetta out for these people, and they got it. From the recording, it feels like they know who made the call, but they don't know why they made the call. And maybe that has been worked out over the last 6-7 years, but when those NDAs run out, I want them to run it up, okay? I will pay to listen to them go off about this person, what happened since, what happened behind the scenes, because none of them have said anything in none of their con appearances, on their own pages, on their social media, anything. Everyone is mum. Which is crazy because I met Karan Ashley after all this. I want to say 2018. I modded a panel with Karan Ashley. No one asked about it, obviously. I didn't ask about it, obviously. I was too starstruck, baby. I was about to ruin that moment for me. And like I said, NDAs run out after about 7 years, so we are nearing that. Additionally, Hasbro, who now owns the franchise, is coming up on their 30th anniversary for it. And they've already slated this really cool project where they're taking Trini's kid, may you rest in peace Tweet, and kind of having her pull together this team of, how do we say, retired Rangers. I don't want to call them old. I don't think they're old, but you know, these are Rangers who have not been in action for a while. So they're going back into action. So I'm really excited about that actually. Anyway, so we're getting that really soon, which means, again, these Rangers are working. You don't fumble a Power Ranger bag. So why would Karen Ashley just with your money? She wouldn't. I'm also just now learning about Legend of the White Dragon, which also has Jason Font in it, but also has it has Jason David Frank, and it's being produced by Bat and Son, and I love Bat and Son. They're amazing. That's going to be a hot project if it comes out. I did check before filming, and they are in post-production at this point, meaning unless something terrible happens, they are literally editing it as I sit down and film this. So we will probably see that before we see the order, baby. I also read something a while ago about David Yost producing a project that's in the Power Ranger universe. Listen, I'm all for it. I'm all for these people producing in-universe content. I really am. But like, release it. Give it to us. That's all we're asking. I read on Reddit that Michael Capone also tried to make a project, but that never came to fruition or something like that. I don't know if this was the right amount of chaos for you. Maybe I'll look into these other projects that they have going on and make a follow-up video. So, yay! Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming and hanging out with a fellow Power Ranger fan. If you like this, please let me know down in the comment section, or just click the thumbs up button. I'll make another one. I'll make it about some random thing that I've been holding on to for 20, 23, 25 years. You feel me? I can hold a grudge. And I have a lot of grudges coming out of that Mighty Morphin Zeo Turbo era that I would love to talk about. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!